Welcome to the tutorial on basics of decision trees. We're going to learn decision trees by going through a simple example. So in this case we have Jasim, who's an author. Jasim has a book and he has two offers. He has one offer from a popular television network which wants to make a serial of his book. The television network is willing to offer him a single lump sum payment for his book rights. And there's also a movie company. The movie company wants to make an offer, but their offer is going to be dependent on market response. Okay, so there is chance involved in that offer. How do we go about doing this? We're going to use a decision tree. To make a decision tree, it's very simple. You basically have three shapes that you're going to use. So the first shape that you're going to use is represented by a square. So this is a decision. Whenever you're taking a decision, you use a square. So the next thing is a chance. Whenever there's a chance, draw a circle. And when you come to the end of the branch, you will draw a triangle. So basically three shapes. You start drawing a decision tree from the left hand side. So let's say if I was trying to do a decision tree, let's say, okay, I want to take a decision whether to order pizza or to order a club sandwich. So that would be, that's how you represent it. It's your decision. Now, if for a chance you have, let's say, if you flip a coin, that's a chance. What happens? There is a 50% chance that you get heads, and there's a 50% chance that you will get tails. Whenever you draw a chance node, you need to put in the probabilities on the edge. So here you have to put in 50% chance of getting heads, 50% chance of getting tails. Now, if you were if you wanted to go on on a trip and you have you can either take the GT road or you can take the motorway. How would you draw that? Would this be a case of a chance, or would this be a case of a decision? Well, this is a case of a decision. It's your decision whether to take the GT road or to take the motorway. However, if you were on the motorway, you could say that the amount of time that it's going to take you will depend on the congestion on the motorway. So there is a chance that you might take 5 hours to complete the journey, and there's another chance that you might take 7 hours to complete the journey. Now, if the traffic is high, it'll take you longer. If the traffic is low, it'll take you less time. When you have a chance, remember I said you have to have probabilities. So you have to then work out the probabilities. So let's say generally the motorway doesn't have a lot of traffic. So you can say, okay, so there's a 70% chance there'll be low traffic, and there is a 30% chance that there will be high traffic. Okay. So those are the shapes. The final shape, the triangle, is drawn when you come to the end of the branch. So in this case, we are at the end of the branch, so we would do a small triangle over here to show that we are at the end, and there is no further chance or decision. So this becomes the end. That's same here when you flip a coin. Let's say there's something else after that, so you can just put a small triangle over there. That's it. So those are the three shapes that you have to use. And remember, you just remember whether you're encountering a chance or a decision. and then draw out all the branches and keep making a tree. Yes. So Jasim has basically a decision to take on whether he wants to give the rights to a TV serial or to a movie. So we have two possibilities. So he has one. So let's say this is TV and the other is movie. Okay. If he does a TV, then they will give him a lump sum payment. And in this case, they're giving him a lump sum payment of 900,000. That's it. So that ends this branch. But however, if he does a movie, then we have three possibilities. So the movie could do well at the box office. It could do okay, or it could do not so good. Okay. So if it does well, and we will put this as the high, so it has good viewership, and we're saying in this case Jasim could make 3 million. If it does just okay, then he can expect to get 1 million. And if it doesn't do that well, then he's expecting 200,000. So that's medium, and this is low. Remember I said whenever you have a chance node, you need to put in probabilities. So here we're going to put in the probabilities. The probability of the movie doing very well is only 10%. Then the probability of doing okay is about 60%, and the probability of not doing that well is about 30%. Okay. So now a decision tree is completed. Now he can take a decision. Now there are various ways he could take a decision. So let's start with let's say Jasim is an optimist and he wants to pick the option which gives him the maximum possible return. And that would be a decision that we would call a maxi-max decision. So he wants to a maxi-max decision. So in a maxi-max decision, you look at the maximum from each branch and then pick the branch which offers you the maximum of these. So the maximum that TV offers is 900,000. The maximum that the movie branch offers you 3 million. So the maxi-max decision would be you go for the 3 million. That means you go for movie. Now if he's a pessimistic, he may choose a maxi-min strategy. A maxi-min strategy is to look at each decision branch and find out the payoff from that branch and then pick the one that gets you so the minimum payoff from that from each branch, and you pick the maximum of the minimum payoffs. So the minimum payoff in this case would be 200,000, and the maximum payoffs from has a fixed 900,000. So the best of the two would be 900,000. So maxi-min decision would be based on picking TV. And finally, we can look at expected monetary value. So for expected monetary value, what you do is you calculate the expected monetary value of each one of these branches, total them up on this chance node, and then compare it with TV. So the expected monetary value here would be, if you multiply these, so that's 300,000. This becomes 600,000, and this would be 60,000. And you add them up here, so that's 960,000. The expected monetary value for the TV is 900,000, for the movie is 960,000, so you would pick up, this is higher, so you would pick movie. So 960,000 movie. So that's how it's done. So step 1, you would draw the tree, put in the value. Step 2, you calculate the values for each branch, and if it's a chance or a decision, you total it over. You keep solving the tree from right to left. Now, if my answer was supposed to be based on expected monetary value, I would then put my final answer over here. I would put 960,000 and put movie. So that would be my decision. That's how it works. Thank you.